You said one weird thing years ago, and your brain won't forget. Late at night, it replays uninvited like a broken movie reel again. This is called the rumination loop, and almost everyone regularly experiences it. Your brain isn't punishing you, it's actually trying hard to protect you. Embarrassment evolved as an ancient social alarm, warning you about group rejection. Ancient humans depended on tribes, so social mistakes felt genuinely life-threatening. Your brain treats a small cringe moment like a real survival threat. That's why the memory feels sharper than most actual dangerous physical experiences. Psychologists call this the spotlight effect, making your mistakes feel exaggerated always. You think everyone noticed, but most people forgot within minutes, and honestly, studies consistently show people overestimate how much others remember their small mistakes. Meanwhile, you, replaying it nightly, convinced the whole world is silently judging. This mismatch between reality and perception creates ongoing, completely unnecessary emotional suffering. The amygdala, your brain's built-in alarm center, tags moments as dangerous. Once tagged, that memory gets prioritized for long-term storage and recall. This is why trauma and shame memories feel oddly vivid and permanent. Your hippocampus keeps retrieving it, hoping you'll learn and avoid repeating mistakes. Ironically, this constant replaying doesn't help you avoid future mistakes at all. Instead, it strengthens the neural pathway, making that memory even stronger still. Every single time you relive it, you're rehearsing and reinforcing your shame. This process is called memory reconsolidation, and it works both ways reliably. You can weaken a memory the same way you strengthened it before. Psychologists suggest reframing helps interrupt this destructive, exhausting replaying cycle rather effectively. Instead of hiding from the memory, calmly examine it with curious detachment. Ask yourself what you'd tell a close friend who made that mistake. You'd probably say it's fine, nobody remembers, so just simply let go. Yet, we rarely offer ourselves that same basic compassion and kindness deserved. This gap is called the self-compassion deficit, studied in modern psychology. People with higher self-compassion report fewer intrusive shame memories overall today. Harsh self-criticism increases rumination, creating a vicious and exhausting feedback loop. The kinder you are to yourself, the faster memories naturally fade away. Another major factor is called the recency illusion, distorting how time feels. Something embarrassing from years ago can suddenly feel like it happened yesterday. This happens because emotional intensity, not time, determines how vivid memories become. Boring, uneventful days disappear, while intense emotional moments stay crystal clear forever. Your brain doesn't organize memories neatly by calendar dates, but by feeling. This explains why trivial, embarrassing moments often outlive important life experiences entirely. Sleep plays a powerful role in cementing embarrassing memories even deeper still. During REM sleep, your brain replays and consolidates emotionally charged daily experiences. This is partly why cringe memories often surface right before you sleep. Your brain is scheduling that memory for long-term storage during sleep. Interestingly, this same process helps you eventually process and heal difficult emotions. Sleep isn't passive storage, it's also active emotional processing and gradual healing. Give it enough nights and most embarrassing memories lose their emotional sting. Time helps you heal, but only if you stop actively rehearsing shame. Constant rumination resets the healing clock every single time you replay it. Breaking this cycle requires intentional redirection, not relying on willpower or suppression. Trying to forcibly forget something makes your brain remember it even harder. This is called ironic process theory, discovered through fascinating psychology research experiments. The more you suppress a thought, the more persistently it keeps resurfacing. Instead, psychologists recommend acceptance combined with gentle, deliberate mental redirection strategies practiced. Notice the memory, acknowledge it briefly, and then consciously shift your attention. Don't fight the thought, simply let it pass through you like the weather. Another powerful technique involves changing your internal narrative surrounding that embarrassing event. Instead of thinking, "I'm humiliated," Try thinking, that was genuinely awkward, honestly. This small linguistic shift reduces emotional intensity and any personal identity threat. You're describing a single event, not defining your entire worth as one. Writing about embarrassing memories helps you process and fully release stuck emotions. Expressive writing studies show that journaling reduces intrusive thought frequency over time. Putting raw feelings into words activates logical brain regions, calming emotional ones. This process is called affect labeling, and it works remarkably well always. Simply naming the emotion out loud reduces amygdala activity almost immediately, always. Try writing what happened, then separately writing what you'd calmly tell someone. This creates useful psychological distance, making the memory feel less personally threatening. Another effective method is called the observer perspective technique, worth genuinely trying. Instead of reliving the memory through your own eyes, imagine watching yourself from outside. Picture the entire scene like a movie, watching your past self stumble. This third-person viewing angle reduces emotional intensity compared to reliving it immersively. Research shows observer perspective memories feel noticeably less distressing than immersive replaying. Your brain processes it differently this way, more analytically and less personally. Humor serves as a surprisingly powerful antidote against intrusive, embarrassing, recurring memories. Finding genuine comedy within your mistake instantly diffuses its underlying shame charge. Comedians famously turn humiliation into pure material, transforming shame into shared laughter. This technique works because humor requires reframing a perceived threat as harmless. Try deliberately exaggerating the memory until it becomes ridiculous, absurd, and laughable. Sharing embarrassing stories with trusted friends also significantly weakens their emotional grip. Vulnerability research shows shared shame quickly loses power while hidden shame grows. Everyone alive has embarrassing moments, and admitting yours normalizes universal human imperfection. This social connection reminds your brain that honest mistakes don't threaten belonging. Physical activity genuinely helps process stuck emotional energy left over from replayed memories. Exercise reduces cortisol levels and shifts your nervous system out of alarm. A simple daily walk can interrupt rumination loops more effectively than force. Movement itself signals safety to your nervous system, calming that alarm response. Mindfulness meditation similarly trains your brain to observe passing thoughts without attachment. Regular, consistent practice shrinks the amygdala and strengthens your rational prefrontal regions. This ultimately means fewer alarm signals and better emotional regulation over time. Understanding the actual science behind rumination genuinely reduces its overall emotional power. Once you know its biology, not personal failure, shame naturally steadily decreases. Your brain isn't broken, it's simply running an outdated, overprotective ancient program. That program once kept your distant ancestors safe within small tribal communities. Today, it constantly misfires, since modern embarrassment rarely threatens actual physical survival. Recognizing this basic mismatch helps you respond with genuine patience, not panic. Next time an embarrassing memory surfaces, try saying, "Thanks, brain, but safe." Acknowledge that internal alarm, then gently redirect your attention toward the present. With consistent practice, these moments lose intensity, frequency, and eventual emotional grip. Most embarrassing memories fade naturally once you stop feeding them constant attention. You are far kinder to your friends than you currently are yourself. Try extending that exact same compassion inward, starting one small moment onward. Your brain is protecting you, awkwardly and imperfectly, but with good intention. Understanding this single fact changes everything, transforming old shame into human compassion.